Well, there you go. The anthems have actually been played, and both sides are very much eagerly waiting for a clash of titans today. Chad up against Kenya, the Harambee Stars. And you can say that this is a match that many have actually been waiting for. The Chad side all donning on their blue. And of course, on the other side, the Kenyans in that red kitty will be very much gearing to give us a wonderful game this wonderful evening. Here are lineups of both sides, and for the Kenyans, one of the footballers to look out for is Shuma Moses. The shot number 9 has been very outstanding in the local league. And not forgetting, of course, Onyango Brian, the captain, Sakari, Daniel, Omar Aboud, Omija Alphonse, Musa Brian, all available for Kenya. On the other side, it will be more for Yves Alabaye, together with Muhammad Adam, Harun Abubakar Kamis, all very much gearing for this match. Your center referee is Kabubi Buchra, is the one in charge of this match today. And my name is Peter Otai, making sure that you at home are very much eagerly and entertained in today's clash of the Titans. Chad up against Kenya. What a game we have waiting. It looks like Chad will be the one to get us underway with that ball. Then later on, it will be action squaring off perfectly well. We're just a few seconds away from the referee's whistle before we actually can celebrate African football together in this wonderful friendly in Morocco. And you can say that Morocco has actually been very much welcoming. Benny McCarthy, the coach of the Harambee Stars, has actually called in a few of those local boys to come and showcase their talents in this friendly, as they actually all wait to prepare themselves for the World Cup qualifiers that will be up very soon, around September and October. We are just waiting for the referee's whistle to get us underway here. And then from there, the rest will actually be entertainment and history, as we sorting out a few things before we actually get this game underway. Well, for Chad, they do have some footballers who do play their game of football in France, so they're very much a side that has actually brought some heavy armory. There we go. Referee does get us underway. Welcoming you to the Africa Series here in Morocco, where Chad is actually away to the Harambee Stars of Kenya. Away by Nuba Felix. And finally clips away easily, further onto the wing side here. And the press keeps on piling up slowly by slowly as Chad is actually preparing themselves to get something, as Kenya stand very tall and make sure that they who hold foot. Straight back to Brian. Brian trying to link up with his captain, Brian Mandela Onyango. It's away there to Onyango Alpha. Alpha Onyango. Very slow start here to the Harambee Stars as they continue to pile up the pressure. Brian Mandela Onyango. Mandela Onyango. It is still a very much cagey game from the two sides as they continue to press on from one side to the other. Onyango Alpha trying to link up into that midfield, trying to open up on Alphonse Omija. On the turn, picks up on Brian Musa. Well, easy start for both sides. As Kenya preparing themselves to get hold onto something, onto the wing side they press. It's a long driven ball, easily flipped there by Bubara Felix. Still giving it away onto the left-hand side of that wing. That's a cagey start, really, but the Kenyans are throwing everything into this game. It's connected by Alpha Onyango, trying to curl that ball into the box area. It's easily fizzled away by Yeo Chobinon. There is more to actually come from here, and the press keeps on piling up. Well, if you look at Chad, it's been very long that the last actually picked up a win. And of course, for the Kenyans, you have to admit that they've also been pressing on all cylinders, and good goalkeeping there from Brian Bwire, and making sure that everything goes perfectly well for him. Will be a throw for Brian Mandela Onyango. Gives it to his goalkeeper, Brian Bwire. To the wing side they go, trying to press on slowly. Collected easily there by Onyango Alpha. Unfortunately, just goes out for a throw. Well, Chad have actually allowed the Kenyans to press on, and you have to admit that there is actually no room for error in today's game, as both sides will be looking to pick up something. Yves linking up now to Felix, and collected there. Straight back again to Alarabaye Yves. Nubara Felix. Straight back to his goalkeeper, minus Jordan. Felix again. Straight back, intercepted by Yves. Well, they've actually been playing the game a little bit relaxedly, that is a Tchad. And they are taking the game a little bit easily compared to how the Kenyans have begun this one on a very high note now. Well, there will be a call for that foul. It's been awarded by the referee. Well, Kenya not very much into the Mapinduzi Cup competition that they actually failed to lift, which was won by Zanzibar. But they played very well. And hopefully maybe today in these friendly matches, they can actually give everything on ground to pick up something for themselves. Oh, the fight continues right into the arc of the midfield. It's a wonder turn it was by Yves Kurarabambe. Intercepted yet again by Team Kenya as they try to crisscross that ball. Brian Mandela Onyango to the arc of the midfield. Now Omar Aboud loses possession and concentration. The cut is good, and there will be a foul. Referee doesn't award. Otherwise, Ali Muhammad Adam had actually gone down a little. Turned well. Onyango, a little bit of a clip there. It will be a foul now to Kenya. Well, beginning this very well, Brian Musa was that footballer, was actually brought down. It's a long delivery, further deep through. And straight back to the goalkeeper. Oh, intercepted well by Kenya. Call for that foul. It's been awarded a late call from the referee, but the free kick shall be for Kenya. The referee wants a word, and a yellow card has been brandished. Well, that's the first yellow card we are currently seeing in the match today. It goes down to a Tchad player. It will be a free kick, a couple of yards away from the box, you have to admit. There will be a time maybe for Kenya to try and utilize all their options, try and get something for themselves, get the advantage of that ball into the box area if they can. This will be a difference of languages right now on the pitch here. The Kenyans very much predominantly using the Swahili dialect. And on the other side, Tchad will be trying very much to see how far they can confuse the Kenyans with their dialect too. Well, I've seen football teams actually utilizing that to the advantage. Just in order to confuse the opposition. It's a free kick to Kenya. Final wordings from the referee prior to free kick being brought through. Just only 5 minutes of the gameplay. There goes the whistle right now. It will be swept in. Long sweep into the penalty box. Flipped away, but not that much. Another chance. Over the bar goes. Will that be a goal kick or corner? The referee awards a goal kick instead. But you have to give it to Team Kenya. They're throwing everything onto Tchad. They're looking for that opening. But unfortunately, it just curls away for a goal kick. Minus Jordan. Straight back again to Jordan. To the arc of the midfield. Ooh, that was a very big gun ball. Intercepted if they can. No, could be given away again. Muchiri, Boniface. Trying to get something. The shot is good. Oh, good goalkeeping. Minus Jordan. And again, Kenya are looking to open up in this one. Away with Brian Musa to the wing there looking. Probing and probing. A long dropping ball. And it's lifted back. Cut well by Muchiri, but the flag is up for the offside. Boniface Muchiri. Well, got napping by the referee's flag, but you have to give it to Muchiri. Has been outstanding as a player, trying very much to get hold of all the opportunities coming his way. Long stride. One more positional stills coming in from Tchad as they drop farther inside, defended well by Sakari Daniel. Into the midfielder still possessing. A good turn that was by Thiam Mahamat. And still given through, but intercepted right there by Brian Mandela Onyango. Allowed to roll to the goalkeeper, Buire. Kenya playing very patient football right now, trying to draw Team Tchad away from its defense. They have the advantage of pace in Boniface Muchiri and a skillful footballer in William Lenkupia, all available. Lenkupia now trying to change that wing, looking for Muchiri. It spills all the way easily, really easily there by Yves. And finally, Kenya hold forth. Brian Musa. Big delivery. Mushiri just can't receive that. And the referee says he was actually very much offside. Mushiri. It's been a wonderful squad that the Kenyans have actually dropped into this one. Very, very interesting footballers who have that skill. Try very much and push the ball further inside from one side to the other. Simple play and simple passes currently coming in from Team Tchad after just about 8 minutes of this game played. And the fight keeps on piling up. The boys in red are doing everything they can do to make sure that Tchad did not actually get the chance of passing that ball. Forced back by Nalito. And given back to the goalkeeper, Bwira Brian. Straight onto the wing they hold. Sakari Daniel. Now they're looking for Shumar Moses. And allowed to roll out. And not that much. I've not seen a lot of Aninga Kashmir in this game. He's actually one of those footballers that Tchad rely a lot on. And there comes the chase for Tchad. If they can't hold, it's actually 2. This could be very costly. In the box they go, but unfortunately the whistle is blown. And all that hard work, that's what yielded anything there for Tchad, really. And for once, at least, they've tried very much to press on and get something for themselves. It looks like that ball had actually gone out for a foul. It'll be a free kick, or rather throw-in. Daniel Sakari to Bwira Brian. Brian looks up to his captain, Mandela Onyango. Onyango yet again. Straight back for Mushiri Boniface. Well, Mushiri just to give the ball further inside. The chase is on. It's good. Omar Aboud crossing well and flipped away for a corner. But again, wonderful build-up that was by Omar Aboud. Trying much to nick that ball into the penalty box and maybe get a red shot to try very much and connect on that one. Will be a corner to be delivered. And Benny McCarthy. Well, you can actually hear his sound echoing from the bench, trying very much to urge his boys deep through to continue pressing on slowly by slowly. 10 minutes already. Will be a corner for Kenya. They need to swing that ball deep into the penalty box and try and get ahead of maybe of Shuma Moses. Very many red shots inside. Ball slipped in and finally gotten away. Not that far. Fizzled back a little. Chase is on. Can they keep that ball on play? Yes, they do. Omija. Into the penalty they go. Good skills. The cutback doesn't yield. And the referee, does she? No, she doesn't award the penalty. And just waves away easily. Let me say that the Kenyan was trying very much to buy some favor there. Nubaro Felix. Felix. Back to the goalkeeper, Jordan. Well, the presses keep on piling up a little as they try and open up from one side. Harun Abubakar Khamis. That's exactly what they're doing. Binus Jordan, the goalkeeper. Trying to nick that ball further inside and try and get more bodies further inside for Tchad if they can. It's been a little bit quiet in terms of chances. But this is a very good ball now, brought in deeply onto the wing corner flag. It's a long drive. And can they get through? Good goalkeeping. Brian Bwira just falls on that ball perfectly well. Well, you have to say for once, Tchad asking some questions over the Kenyan defense. And Brian Bwira utilizing his skills of goalkeeping perfectly. He has been very outstanding in the league in Kenya. And you have to admit that all that kind of experience that he's actually gotten in the Kenyan league is very much welcomed in this game here. It's away by Onyango. Alfonso Major. Daniel Sakari. Trying to drive back inside. Well, that's a very good pass looking for Shuma Moses. Moses lays it through, and the goalkeeper just falls on that ball. Jordan and Bidas are doing very, very well and making it very difficult for Team Kenya to get something here. Well, Jordan actually does play for a club in Tajikistan. That's where he does play his game for. Plays for a club called CSK Dushanbe. It's more in that midfield where everything does matter. And Omar Aboud with that foul right into the arc of that midfield will be a free kick to Tchad. Well, the referee wants it taken a little bit behind again. It's away by Numbara Felix. Jordan. Numbara Felix again. And laying that ball further deep through. And it just goes outside for a throw to Kenya. They have the advantage of play right now. Brian Mandela Unyango. Alfonso Mija. And flipped on by Onyango Alpha. To the wing side they go. Building up the momentum is what they're doing, Team Kenya. From one side to the other, and they actually get themselves a throw. Adam Wilson has actually been crisscrossing perfectly well with William Lunkupai. We have seen what Boniface Muchiri can actually do, the shot number 7. Will be a throw for Sokari Daniel. Try match and deliver one long one into the penalty box as the referee sees some bit of naughtiness going on inside there between the the striker Moses Shuma. Daniel Sakari. It's a long throw into the penalty box and finally headed away. The volley doesn't yield up perfectly from Brian. It's crisscrossing and straight away to the goalkeeper. Brian Musa is failing to get the actual foot on that ball. And it's like clipped by Omar. On that wing to Muchiri Boniface now. It's long by Muchiri. The option is wasted. Good attempt, Moses Shuma. Surely, they should have been celebrating if they can really, but it wasn't him. It was William Lunkupai. A footballer was actually born in Australia. Trying much to get something for himself in this game. Was very outstanding when he actually played his very, very first game for the national team of Kenya. William Lunkupai. Plays for a club called Central Coast Marines in Australia. Scored that wonderful goal against Gambia on his debut. Lunkupai, the shot number 11. Oh, interchange well. So nobody in particular chases on. Omar Aboud trying back to shield on. And there is no way that can actually be kept on. It's out for a goal kick now to Kenya. Sakari. Back again to him. Alfonso Mija. Brian Mandela Onyango. Kenya give away the ball very cheaply. Now this is very good running coming in there. Away by Ali Muhammad. Into the box they go, but it will be an easy pick for Bwire Brian. Oh, he's been very outstanding as it has been Ali Muhammad. He's gotten some bit of chances to try and run that ball deep through. But unfortunately, that final piece of the puzzle has been a little bit disappointing for the ISPSI footballer. Clipped on well by Muchiri. Shuma. Ali. Oh, plays on the ground. A heavy call. The referee shall definitely award that for the free kick. Onyango Alpha. Oh, brought down. There's a lot of complaining going on onto the substitution bench over there. Not very happy with how the action is currently moving through. Well, it's a free kick for Kenya to be brought in by Omar Aboud. Try and curl one inside. Long by Omar. That's a very poor ball, you have to admit, really. And now here goes a run through. Ali Muhammad. Ali does well, makes that dash through. Quick legs he has. Ali, unfortunately, well, every good doesn't go well for him. But again, wonderful run there from Ali. Or the shot number 22, Ali Muhammad Adam. He's actually giving a lot of questions for Omar Aboud to answer. Just only 18 minutes of the game, but you have to say, Tchad has actually given the Kenyans some very good tests in this clash. Omar Aboud to throw. Finally away by Omar. Cheptelito. Recollected there by Heure. A big for Omar. Crisscrossing deep through. Fortunately, no one is available. Alpha Onyango comes to the rescue for Kenya. Now they feel looking for Mushiri Boniface. Defended really well there by Mubari Felix. Crisscrossing right into the arc of that midfield. Good play. St. Elito behind. Harun Hamis. Mubara Felix. It's a delayed call there, trying very much to open up on Ndusel Ezekiel, the shot number 11. Just trying much to wait on to that ball, the late striker here. Omar. All awarded. Will be a free kick right now to Team Kenya, who are doing well on the defensive line. Brian Mandela. Onyango. Sakari Daniel. We're looking for William on one side. Crisscrossing on Shuma Moses. A delayed call that was really very much delayed on delivery. Kenya need to do much more if they're to pick up something from here. The defense of Ngua Yamsa standing well there alongside the shot number 4. Nubara Felix have actually had a wonderful piece of central defensive roles. Sakari. The pressure keeps on piling up here a little bit slower. Just 20 minutes of the game played as both sides are trying very much to nick that ball and pass that ball in very quickly. Brian Mandela getting that ball further deep through. It's away by Adam. Intercepted really well. Looking for Adam yet again. The captain, Brian Mandela Onyango, has to come to the rescue of Team Kenya. Straight back to Brian Bwire. Well, having a look at Brian Bwire. There's another mouth-watering goalkeeper. Has been very, very outstanding. Brian Bwire. Once played for Kariobangi Sharks. Also played for Tusker. Currently plays the game of football in South Africa for a club called Polokwane City. The goalkeeper of Kenya. It's actually his very first season in South African football. Good interchange. Brad Musa trying very much to collect onto that ball and looking for Shuma Moses. Here they go, the 11, Lukupai. And defended well. And Lukupai a little bit slow on that. Will be actually receiving on the throw. William Lukupai. Very, very versatile footballer. Quick reaction footballer. Well, actually, he did say it was Benny McCarthy that actually convinced him to come and play for the Kenyan national side, William Lukupai. There'll be a throw for Daniel Sakari to try much and bring it to the penalty box area. 22 minutes already played. Daniel Sakari with a long one. It's bubbling through. Another chance just yielded away. And the chase is on here. Mushiri Boniface gliding through perfectly. Easy fizzled. And finally cleared away from danger right in front of the referee. It shall be a free kick. Musa Brand, the culprit of that foul. Well, he brings down Nduso Ezekiel. Yves. So Yves in trouble here. Lane to clear that ball away. It's Felix now. And then collected easily, but not that far. Good play by Onyango. And the fight keeps on piling up a little. And finally it's out for a throw. Moshiri waiting on one side. Omar Aboud trying to glide that. Doesn't get the right ball deep through. And then re-stream through it again. Good play from Moshiri, but doesn't get the best. Easily stolen up. Lukopai comes sliding through. Very good steal. And also loses possession there. Tchad can now break away from the wings. They are very strong. Oh, here they come. Opening up well into the penalty box is Ezekiel. Could be a very good option for an option of a goal. Well, they are taking time. Adam here. Back into the midfield. It's away by Yeo. Yves. Well, you have to admit that time is actually clicking down very much. Not seen a serious attempt for goal. Only one that we actually saw from the goalkeeper, Brian. Apart from that, it's been a little bit quiet in the options of looking for those goals. In away by Yves. Long drive by Ezekiel. And straight to the arms of Bwire Brian. Omija. Mandela. Brian Musa. Straight back again to Captain Brian Mandela. Alphonse Omija. 20 minutes of the first 45 minutes to actually come to an end as there's more pressing coming in from Team Kenya as they pile. Omija. Although Nyango Alphonse is trying much to call for that ball, but the option was for Bwire Brian to receive. Onyango. Omar Aboud. Balancing his body perfectly well, and there is actually brought down by Ali Muhammad. Well, the shot number 3 has been very busy, but that will be a water break, so it's been called in. The weather not that friendly. It's been very hot in Marrakech this evening, and of course the water break has been called for. Well, Team Kenya will actually believe in themselves, and also Tchad have already played the 25 minutes. They believe they can actually get the best of themselves and get something in this match. Well, if you have been following how the game's actually piling up through from the respective parts of the continent, we've actually seen some wonderful games played. Well, for the national side of Kenya, they have Moses Shuma, a forward of Kakamega Homeboys, current top scorer in the Football Kenya Premier League with about 17 goals with 2 games to go. And Police is actually doing very well that side. It's making it very difficult for clubs like Gor Mahia to actually come and boast around. The last couple of games, Tchad has been on a losing side. They've actually failed to collectively get themselves on the winning side of play, because in the last concluded game of the World Cup qualifier, Tchad actually lost the game to Comoros in the World Cup qualifier group stage. And remember, they were beaten by Ghana by 5-0 on the 21st of March. And prior to that, in the African Nations Championship qualification, DRC managed to thump Tchad by 3-1. It's been very, very difficult to actually follow up on the winning side of Tchad. Surprisingly, the last time that Tchad actually managed to win a game competitively was in March of 2024, the 26th of March. It's over a year ago, where they beat Mauritius by 2-1. Since then, I've not been on the winning side. There'll be a free kick to Kenya to deal with now. Those 38 minutes of the game already played. And Adam Wilson coming back to his position, the shot number 20. Another one of those talented footballers to actually follow up very well in the game of football, Adam Wilson. Daniel, we're waiting for position. And the price is good and trying to open up on play. Adam Wilson. Where they build, but unfortunately, it's stolen away. Heavy tackle coming in from Thea Mahamat Minta. Trying to nick that ball further deep through. The defense stands tall for Kenya as they do their work as usual. It's making sure that Tchad doesn't get the right opening to get an option for goal. Throw to Tchad. Sent away behind. Collected by the captain over there. Now that's Felix. Trying to nick that ball further onto the wing side. Trying to draw the Kenyans away from their defensive line. Gua Yamsa. Felix. The back of the midfield looking for Adam. Fails to balance his ball was Alarabai Yeves. Out of turn there by Shuma Moses. Now here comes Mushiri. Cross as well. The option is wasted. William Lukupai just fails to bury that ball into the back of the net. Mushiri manifested everything well. But unfortunately, William Lukupai could have been celebrating his second goal. What a waste, really. What a waste for William Lukupai. But you have to say, was from good running there from Boniface Mushiri. Will be a goal kick right now for Tchad. Jordan Imbinus to try and deliver one long ball away. Touring header by Brian Mandela Unyango. Back straight to Omija Boniface. The shot number 15 playing well. Bwire Branson, or Brian rather. Collected his lead by Alpha Unyango. Intercepted well by Tchad as they pile up the pressure. CM, good crop, and defended perfectly, and finally it's away by Omar Abouds. Well, for once, Tchad are trying very much to come into this game. They're looking for Ndusel Ezekiel. Yeves. Yeo. Still Yeo in possession. And intercepted here, Lukupai. Sakari Daniel. The turn is not that bad really, as they press on easily. Sakari. Omija. Now to Brian Mandela Onyango. Well, from one side to the other, Kenya's currently crisscrossing that ball well. Wilson. Mandela. Muchiri is very much opening up on the right and left hand side of play. It's a long delivery to Muchiri. It's still Muchiri. Protective he is. And a sweep. Could be a foul. That could be a foul as it is a free kick. And would be Yeves in trouble. He'll be receiving a yellow card from the referee. Alarabaye Yeves receiving that yellow card for that late tackle on Muchiri. Well, if you look at Alabari Yeves, does play the game of football for Fuller FDFC down in Tchad. That's why he does play his game of football. The shot number 17. Free kick it will be. And Adam Wilson will be the one to stand on this one, try and crop that ball deep through. Well, they do have Shuma Moses, very, very tall lad in there. They will be very much targeting him. Wilson, Adam to try and crop one into the penalty box. 32 minutes already played. Well, there goes the whistle now. Long by Adam. To nobody in particular, it was very much baked. Will be very disappointing for Adam Wilson. Well, Chad taking their time to throw this ball deep through. Go. Yamsa. Try to be protective on Harun. Hamis on one side, but straight to Wire. Brian. Wire. Well, you can actually see how he's taking that time. He's not in any one way. Closed down, and he has all the right to do that. And now Kenya trying to break and press on one side. Oh, that's wonderful. Lukupai. Oh, necking that ball majestically well. This very good football from Kenya now. Trying to link it deep. And read well, really, really well by Ngu Yamsa. But Kenya recollect yet again. Onyango Alpha flipping away. No, good interchange. Really good interchange. Good build up onto that wing side. And Lukupai again just couldn't get hold of that. Will be out for a throw to Chad. About 11 minutes remaining to play in the first 45 minutes here between Chad and Kenya. Still very much goalless. Kenya having the best of chances by William Lukupai that actually was wasted. But now Chad are breaking through on one wing. Harun finding it difficult to break into that midfield. Oh, wonderful turn that was by Yeo Tenibon. Well, down goes William. Free kick will be awarded. Culprit of that foul, Yeo Tenibon Sindo. Oh, Sindo committing that foul over Brian Musa. Omar. Onyango. Straight back by Nalito. Brian Mandera Onyango. Now to Alphonse Omija. Looking to Sakari Daniel. Now Benny McCarthy not very pleased with where the side is standing. They need to actually begin collecting the ball for themselves if they actually have to. Adam Wilson on the reverse pass. Ooh, Lukupai a little bit slow. He just looked away. And that goes out for a goal kick to Chad. We only have 10 minutes of the first 45 minutes to play for. It's a game that actually needs a lot of concentration, especially for a side that has not been on the winning side for a very long time, since 2024 March. Well, if you look at Chad, their next game in the World Cup qualifier, they have a match against Ghana, they have a match against Madagascar, all coming through. They have a game against Mali, together with Central Africa Republic. Those are some of the next couple of matches for Chad. And now they need to do some bit of defensive work here. Read well by Arabaye Yeves. And Kenya will be able to get themselves a throw. Omar Abud to link this ball further deep through. Well, the top scorer of the Kenya League has been a little bit quiet, Moses Shuma. He's that lethal player inside the box when he gets the options. Moshiri just cannot get his way through. And flipped in by Adam, finally clipped away, but not that far. Mandela. Well, the crisscrosses are good. Chase is on by Omar. So Omar, and finally, ball is out for a corner to Kenya. Boniface Muchiri to try and deliver this ball deep through. Boniface Muchiri does play the game of football for Ulinzi Stars. So far scored 5 goals in the league. Also played for Tusk at one time, together with Stone Sugar. He's the one to deliver. Good ball deep through. And the chase is on. Brian Musa. Brought back. Lukupai. Oh, the stretch from Shuma Moses. It wasn't actually long enough to try and bring down that ball. But again, Kenya getting themselves in some very good territory for ball. Jordan. Hit back by Sakari. Well, commanding that midfield right now is Chad. They're doing so well. The interchange is wonderful. That's time. Muhammad. Straight back to the defense of Ngu Yamsa. Ngu Yamsa. Now to Felix. Nubara Felix. Yves Arabaye. Ngu Yamsa. Oh, receiving that ball easily. Oh, crisscrossing perfectly well. Utilizing the entire pitch. That's exactly what they're doing here, Chad. Made it very difficult for Kenya to try and steal. And you have to give it to Kenya. They've actually been very much possessive. They've been very much alert in that midfield. Chad have actually failed to actually make it through past the final third of the game here for Kenya. But there's a long delivery now. Chase is on here for the danger man himself, Ali Mahamat. And it's out for a throw. Began very quickly. Brian Mandela Unyango. Now to Sakari. Well, the interchange in the midfield. This is another good option. Good save. And a wonderful take there by the goalkeeper, Mbines Jordan. Standing very tall and standing very much alive in this one. With 6 minutes on the clock to play. Kenya coming close to something. Off the legs of Indusal. Down to Sakari Daniel. Sakari. Lukupai. And the run was from Shuma Moses, but Lukupai decides to go slightly behind. Sakari. Alphonse. Nobija. On one side trying to crisscross, and it's a long delivery. Oh, that will be a foul. Now this time around looks like an element of lack of concentration from Adam Wilson, deciding to bring down the defense of Harun Hamis. Yamsa. Ngu Yamsa. But nice Jordan. Straight back to Felix. Nubara Felix. Easy header by Omar Aboud there. A little bit of a push on Onyango Alpha. And headed through easily. Chances coming through. Shuma Moses. Doing very well there, Shuma. Linking through to Lukupai William. The run is inside the box. Lukupai, and finally it's stolen away and pushed out for a throw. Kenya putting everything as they look for that opening goal if they come with 4 minutes of the first 45 minutes to go. I hope it's not a serious injury there for William Lukupai. He's been actually very much outstanding in the first 41 minutes, Lukupai. And you have to say that, well, if he's actually substituted due to injury, it will be a very big miss there for the national side of Kenya, because he's the player that has been carrying those balls in the wing of play alongside Daniel Sakari, as Brian Musa and Alpha Onyango do more of the respective defensive roles in that midfield. Well, to remind you that MC Sport is currently developing a new technology that will revolutionize the way sport is experienced across the globe, especially Africa, in the coming years. Well, this will be a very big game changer that will very much impact both federations and the fans globally. Well, you have to admit that it's not just about organizing matches anymore. MC Sport is preparing the next step in the evolution of international football. So you have to say, with such kind of investment and such kind of organization, the future is very much in sports. Well, to remind you that MC Sport is a FIFA licensed match organizer. It actually offers end-to-end solutions for international football matches. And their services encompass organizing friendly matches, tournaments, and training camps for national teams and professional clubs worldwide. Well, they do handle all aspects, including stadium bookings, logistics, accommodation, and media coverage, ensuring a seamless experience for all participants. Well, there is a chance for Kenya to try and get one from the throw. Daniel Sakari, with 2 minutes on the clock remaining to play. Sakari to try and send one long. The long delivery ball flipped in a little. This is good, a chance. Just goes whistling away. Muchiri closing in, but unfortunately it's out for a goal kick. Well, you have to admit the Kenyans have actually gotten some bit of options from set-piece play, but unfortunately that has not yielded any goal for the moment. And that's the reason as why we're still locked on 0-0 in this game here. Jonathan Binas will be wasting a few precious seconds, just trying to cool down the tempo of the game because Kenya has been more of the advantageous one. Trying to probe and trying to look for that really good opening to get something through. Binas Jordan. A little bit of a push there. The referee doesn't buy. Game does continue. Here comes Tchad with the press right now. Adam on one side waiting. Closely waiting. There's a chance for a long drive. An easy peasy that will be for Brian Bwire. But for once when he dropped that ball, you'd say it's a little bit scary. But really, Muhammad Adam was closing in. And Brian Bwire had to do so much to come back and save the day. Mandela Unyango. Oh, Major. Well, that will be a pull, a little bit of a foul there. Just delayed by the referee, but will be a free kick to Kenya. Waiting to find out exactly how many minutes have been added on in the first 45 minutes of this clash here. Bwire. Omija. They are checking their time, brought in back by Adam Wilson. To the midfield, the ball goes. Straight back now to Brian Mandela Unyango. We'll be looking for Musa. Unyango, Brian. To Omija. Alphonse. Oh, was a let call. Oh, the players of Kenya actually thought they'd gotten themselves something of a penalty inside the box area. The referee just waved away. Well, now we shall be having some bit of attendance on the player who's actually on the ground. There will be a yellow card brandished, possibly to the technical team of Kenya. One of the members actually receiving a yellow card there. Well, they thought they actually got themselves a penalty. Well, the cry was so loud that you could actually hear it from this side. But unfortunately for Kenya, Lukopai is the player on the ground again. Well, having a look at the clock right now, played about 2 of added time already. Kenya were very close to actually making it 1-0 if it wasn't for the tackle that actually came flying in and Lukopai brought down. They did believe they actually had gotten the right for the penalty. Oh, he's okay to continue, Lukopai. Really very much okay. I'm not very pleased with the leg challenge. Thought he had gotten himself some bit of a foul or something. Oh, straight back to Felix. It's Felix. Yves. Oh, Yves. Larabaye. A long drive onto the side of Kenya. Tried very much to defend on this one. Alfonso Mija. Standing tall. Finally, it's clipped away from the back. And the press keeps on yielding up. Well, Tchad have been very, very outstanding with the way they have pressed on. Haroun Hamis. Ball could be going out for a throw. It's going to be one for Kenya to deal with right now. And that's it. That's the end of the first 45 minutes for the moment. It's been a little bit of a 45 minutes that has not yielded any result of goal. But you have to admit, a few chances came piling through. But of course, those few chances did not yield anything for goal. We expect the next 45 minutes to be very much key on who will be winning this friendly match between Kenya and Tchad. And you have to say that for Kenya, they will be having a lot of words and a lot of talking. The mere fact that they actually failed to get what could have been a penalty for them. William Lukupai was brought down in the penalty box, and referee actually did not see anything with that and just waved away. But halftime it is here. Tchad 0, Kenya 0. Well, don't go away because the next 45 minutes will be very, very key. Stick around.
Ouais, mais il m'a dit, c'est pour le soleil. C'est lui aussi, hein? Là, j'attends un peu, je sors. Juste pour la mi-temps, après je pars. Après, j'attends un peu, après je vais. Ouais. Ils m'ont dit non, ils m'ont dit c'est non.
你要喝少没？啊，我其实。 انت ما تقولش
We are glad that you're still with us here for this friendly match between Chad and Kenya. Coming to you live all the way from Morocco. And if you're just joining us, it's still very much 0-0 between these two sides. Kenya actually fast to come out from the dressing room. And they'll be very much gearing up to see how far they can go down and put up a spirited performance in the next couple of minutes. Well, we have seen little from the options of scoring goals. The best chance actually falling to William Lukupai. And unfortunately for the footballer who was actually born in, or who was born in Australia, just failing to get the best of that. And also we have seen less from really the top scorer of the Kenya Premier League, Moses Shuma. With 17 goals he boasts right now in the Kenya League, yet to actually be on this score sheet. There will be a substitution to be made. So let's wait and confirm on who will be exiting and who will be coming in very, very shortly. It looks like Kenya will be making the first change. We'll be able to make that substitution very, very shortly. Well, Chad is actually not yet on the playing surface. We're still waiting for them. And for the Kenyans, they're already here, warming up and getting ready for their opponents to step in. Oh, there you go. Finally, they are back in play. And very shortly, we'll be able to enjoy the match and have the game get underway for the second 45 minutes, as the Harambee Stars will be looking to make a substitution very, very shortly. Who comes off is the question. Or substitution for Kenya. In comes shot number 10. We're looking to come and play the remainder of the 45 minutes right now. A very, very paramount minutes to see how far we will be able to actually get something from this. With the changes already made, Kenya will be looking to utilize the option of being more stronger in the second half. Well, we're up. Thank you very much for joining us. This is more that actually comes from this game. It's Kenya taking the game from the left to the right of your screen. And the reverse is very true for Chad. Daniel Sakari. Licking that ball further inside to the defensive line. Flowing that ball perfectly well right now. They'll be looking to press on and try and get something for themselves to boast about in this clash. Team Kenya, as they hold forts and make sure that all goes to their own advantage. They've actually introduced shot number 10. That is none other than Odhiambo Austin, aka Royce. Well, the player was actually just come through. Very, very wonderful footballer. A very good midfielder to actually have in a match. Away by Alfonso Mija. Trying much to be more protective and trying to squeeze that ball from one side to the other. They'll be opening up on Muchiri. Well, that's very good skills, but unfortunately the close-up is good prayer from Tchad. Alphonse, Brian, Rolls Royce, can't get the ball through to Moses Shuma. Still more protective side here for Tchad, and there's another option for Kenya to build up momentum. Defended well off the legs of Omar Aboud. Tchad can break now in number. They have Ndusel Ezekiel, and there will be a foul. Free kick to Tchad. Second half, totally beginning more on a very good note compared to the first 45 minutes at the beginning level. Well, referee wants the ball to be sent a little bit behind. Well, the introduction of Austin Odhiambo is actually something that the Kenyans can really brag about, really. Well, he's that kind of footballer who actually brings in some bit of cohesion in play. And possibly his introduction can make the difference in the next couple of minutes. Rolls Royce, Austin Odhiambo has played for Gor Mahia Football Club, also played for FC Leopards at one time. A touring head away from the defensive line. And a little bit of a gamble at the back. The chances are now piling up here. Long ball deep into the penalty box. And flipped away easily, but not that far. Good play there by Adam Wilson. Well, Adam Wilson does play the game of football for a club called TNS in Wales. There's one player who was actually born in England. And more press. Adam Wilson trying very much to chase on. We'll be going out for a ball here for Tchad to try and press. Rolls Royce Odhiambo. And the referee does blow a let whistle. There will be a free kick to Tchad. And Kenya not very pleased with the referee's let whistle over there, but it will be a free kick for Tchad, really. And they have a football on the ground who needs a lot of medical attention right now. It's a lot of Swahili being spoken. Byness Jordan is trying to wonder what's not going on well. They have a football on the ground, and I'm very much sure that he's requesting for the medical team to try and assess the situation of the player down. Well, William Lunkupai having a word there with Benny McCarthy, trying to see if he can actually bring him back into the terms of the game. Not very many games he has actually under the belt over the Kenya national side. William Lunkupai made his debut not very far, but was in the World Cup qualifiers against Gambia, scored a wonderful goal. Some bit of injury concerns right now for Tchad. Well, they've not been on the winning side, Tchad. And for Kenya, they've actually been on and off when it comes over winnings. They'll be trying very much to see if they can come back to winning mentality in this game, if they can get the best of Tchad, really. It's a long straight ball. The chest on and flipped away by Alphonse Omija. Began quickly. And then here they go, looking for options. Ndusel Ezekiel loses his balance on that ball, and finally it's cleared away from danger. Further deep through to the defense. The chase is on. And defended well by Felix. Standing his guard very tall. Felix alongside Yeo. Tenibon Sindo have actually been very outstanding at the back. quick reaction ball back to the side of Kenya. Rolls Royce. Lunkupai. Referee shall award that for the free kick. Austin Odhiambo Rolls Royce fouls. Began very quickly there by Major. Looks for Omar Abud. Odhiambo. Trying to nick that ball further inside to Shuma Moses. And there will be a free kick in a place of potential. Yeah, that's one that the Kenyans have actually tried very much to get through. Wonderful play, really, from Team Kenya. And they get themselves a place that they actually have been looking for to pick up a free kick from. And with the likes of Austin Odhiambo in the game, really, you can say possibly they'll be able to give it to him to try his luck. Free kick for Kenya in a place of potential. Just a couple of meters away from the penalty box. Not very many red shirts all surrounding that ball, so sometimes you get very confused as a goalkeeper on who will be the one to take this free kick. We have about 4 Kenyan players all standing on that. Well, actually, there are 5. And one walks away in Adam Wilson. Omar Aboud is standing on this too. Now they need to utilize set display to the advantage, Team Kenya. Try and get something for themselves from such a distance. The referee going there to share some bit of wordings. Trying very much to talk to the players, possibly not to dilly-dally with the ball, but let's wait and see what comes in from here. Couple of yards away. Omar Aboud standing on this one. Lunkupai too, began very quickly. The cutback doesn't yield. Rolls Royce Onyango. Lunkupai drops in well and straight in the arms of the keeper. Jordan Ibainas rising up to the occasion, leaping very high to get hold of that. Not impeded upon, and who will be a free kick awarded? It's free kick to Tchad. Well, for once I thought maybe Kenya would actually go long, but unfortunately they decided to go for more of precision play. It's a long drive. And collected back by Sakari Daniel. To the arms of the goalkeeper, Brian. It's a long drive for the deep throw, but to nobody in particular. You have to admit that Adam Wilson doesn't look very much happy with the look of things up front with Shuma Moses. Still have actually not seen the services of Boniface Muchiri. Still wondering why he is. Yamsa. Go Yamsa. Trying to flip that ball further inside, away by Sakari Daniel. And headed away by Felix. Not very far. Kenya trying to press on. Oh, a call for a foul. It's been awarded. Free kick to Team Kenya. Began very quickly, but the referee wants it to be brought back. Kenya very hungry, just like the Simba of the jungle. When they smell blood and they smell some bit of food, they want very much to get it quickly, and it's exactly what they're doing right now, Kenya. Will be a free kick to be brought in by Alpha Onyango. Standing on this. It's Alpha Onyango. Looking for Sakari Daniel. Sakari. Here goes Adam Wilson. Onyango. Using that ball back behind a little. And collected calmly, really well by Alfonso Major. To his captain, Brian Mandela Onyango. All this space they are getting. Trying very much to crisscross from one side to the other. Omija. Omija does play for Gor Mahia, also played for Darfur, also played for Kariobangi at one time. Well, they are opening up well now. Here they go. Wilson trying to nick it through, goes down. And that will be possibly a corner for Kenya. When they actually see space, they utilize it well, Team Kenya. They have actually not gotten the right option for goal. But when they press really good. And unfortunately, they give it away. Felix. Away by Yevez a while ago. Kenya putting more muscle. Alfonso Meja will be a leg challenge. And that won't be going very well with the Kenyan players, really. All surrounding the referee on one side. Oh, yellow card has been brandished again to Tchad. Oh, Kenya taking their time to begin this. Well, begun quickly. Sakari, the referee, wanting to be involved in the start of the game. Just trying very much to get things in order. Then the Kenyans began that. Mandela. Alfonso Meja. Sakari Daniel. Oh, the break keeps on piling up now, trying to get some options on Adam Wilson on one side. Oh, good skills, but the pressure keeps on piling up by Tchad. Wonderful piece of defensive work, and the ball just goes off the legs of Ninga Casimir. Oh, the shot number 10 is now coming to the frame. Oh, that's a very good turn. Really, really audacious stand by Thiam Mahamat. Intercepted now on the run there. Wilson Adam. Intercepted. Tchad piling up. Kenya putting a gear on defense. Again, becoming more physical right now. That's exactly what we have been waiting for from these two. Yves collecting. Intercepted here by Indusel. Finally, it's out for another throw to Tchad. Chest on really well, but unfortunately not picking up the momentum. Alfonso Meja. Bire Brian. Long scrub cross collected now and given away very cheaply. Thiam. Yeo Tonibon. To the wing they go. Yves Alabaye loses possession. Kenya trying much to pick the momentum. Rolls Royce on one pass from Shuma Moses. Gives away the ball. The play by Adam. Lekopai trying to get hold of this. Ndusele Zakel, one-on-one. The option is good. The option and doesn't get it well. So close for goal number 1, really. But unfortunately, the ostrich legs just couldn't create the right rhythm on that ball to put into the goalkeeper's ball. Bire Brian really had to come out of his goal and make himself really big. Oh, that's a real warning. Thiam Mahatmat Mintal together with Ndosele Zakel can actually be a little bit of a thorn in your foot if you don't close the gap. Wilson Adam. Oh, here they come again. Thiam Mahamat Mintal trying to nick that ball further deep through. Recollected there well. Rolls Royce dripping that ball further, looking for an option. Here goes William Lunkupai. It's Lunkupai! It's dribbling through and saved. William Lunkupai. Very close to actually getting one for Kenya, but unfortunately the goalkeeper had to react very quickly to go through. And Jordan Mbinus saving the day. Otherwise, Lunkupai would be celebrating right now. Those are two clear-cut chances for William. Unfortunately, well, just failing to actually put that ball past the goalkeeper this time round. We are approaching an hour of football, and boy, the gear has totally turned up. Well, goalkeeper still down, waiting for medical attention. Well, if he actually is not okay to continue, they do have many on the bench to try and change the game. They have Ninga. Can also come and change the game, but for the goalkeeping category, we do have a footballer in the names of Mbayusum Diallo, who does play for Club 15 de Agosto, alongside Adosu Matthew, also plays for the same club, Club 15 de Agosto in Equatorial Guinea. But for Jordan, that's playing Tajikistan. One of the foreign best players on the pitch right now for Tchad. Oh, looking for space. That's Harun Abubakar Kamis. Harun Abubakar, very clever, really clever. But Shakari Daniel was to the task too. And he puts that ball out for a corner. But wonderful play from Harun Abubakar Kamis. Well, the shot number 3 has pulled some heroic saves from Shakari Daniel. Harun does play for a club called CSD Ferentino Casco, all the way in Italy. Another foreign best player for the Chad side. The shot number 3. Corner. 29 minutes remaining to play. A different second half, really. Long drive. Gliding through. And Kenya now can actually clear their defensive lines. Lenkupai rather. And the drive onto the path of Augustino Diambo, aka Rolls Royce. We'll be looking for Marabud. Brian Musa. Omar. Musa. Good play by Muchiri Boniface. Omar yet again trying much to get the best of the defense over Chad, who give it away very cheaply. Fight keeps on piling through, but Chad standing ground and playing well. Yves utilizing the space for himself. There's some bit of back track from Diambo as well. Diambo pushing through. Suma Moses is requesting for that ball. It's Suma Moses, goalkeeper yet again. Moses. And unfortunately, there was a flag that actually went up for the offside on Moses Shuma. Or the Kakamega Homeboys footballer got napping there. He's actually one of those performing footballers in 2023 in the Mozart Bet Cup. He was the MVP then. 28 minutes and counting. Chad nil, Kenya nil. Oh, this could be trouble for Kenya. Sakari Daniel is in trouble here. He has been given a run for his money by Muhammad Adam. Harun Abubakar Kamis. Adam. Now looks like the ball has actually gone out for a throw. And will be another substitution for Kenya. 20. Adam Wilson is out. And 17 coming through. And 11. William Lenkupai is out. And number 16 is in. Well, those are the double substitutions that the coach Benny McCarthy has just made. And shot number 17 for Kenya is Omondi Ben Stanley, coming in the place of Adam Wilson. And shot number 16 is none other than Sakwa David. It's a long drive. Now that's for a throw. Well, David Sakwa does play for Bandari. And he's also played for Kiminini combined. Began his career at Matunda Sports Club. Began as a midfielder, but now he's a striker. Rolls Royce. Tried to play the 1-2, but unfortunately it's stolen away. And now the advantage goes to Chad as they peel away. Unfortunately, the defense stands very tall. Wonderful play from Alpha Unyango. Wire Brian. Away to Brian Musa. Omondi. Trying much to get something on the wing side. Here goes Muchiri. Long from Muchiri. The option for the header doesn't pick again. And that just goes away for another corner. When they get the ball, Muchiri Boniface has one thing in his mind. Try and pick up Shuma Moses. That's what they are doing. Well, maybe you could think that the first goal for Kenya could actually come from Shuma Moses because he's very much getting himself in some very good territory. It's a corner to be brought in by Muchiri Boniface. Well, the footballer from Ulinzi. He's a military guy, that one, Muchiri Boniface. Muchiri for the corner. It's a long drive and it's gotten away easily, but not that far. Kenya can still hold up Sakari Daniel. Oh, he does well. really well to actually win that ball back to Brian Buire. Omar. Mushiri. Sakari Daniel. Mushiri. Good interchange. The options are bright. Ooh. The referee says no penalty. It looked like there was some bit of a clip on the heels of Omondi. Tchad now with options. Mundosele Ezekiel. It's Ezekiel. Oh, he gets one. And he goes down. The referee says no, stand up and play. She's been very outstanding with her calls at one time. Just making sure that all is balanced. Omondi on one side waiting. Left on perfectly. Rolls Royce looking for Suma Moses. And away by Banias Jordan. Flag is up for the offside. Gone very quickly by Team Kenya. Trying much to press on. Onyango Alpha. One time coming up to receive on that ball. Sakwa. Suma Moses. Still Kenya's ball here. Rolls Royce. Austin Odiambo. With a long drive, but straight to the path of the goalkeeper, Jordan. Well, surprisingly, Tchad have actually not made any kind of a substitution. They're very happy with the kind of armory that they have in their armory. And the footballers look very much fresh as they continue to press on. Sakari Daniel fights in play. Will be a free kick awarded. Now this time round, it was Kularambie Yebes on the fouling side. Daniel Sakari. Alfonso Mija. Brian Mandela Onyango. Rolls Royce playing the 1-2 play right now. Trying much to get more bodies further inside Team Kenya. Looking to fake on one side. Can't get that ball in well. Tchad defending perfectly. Moshiri Boniface. Trying to glide that ball deep through. Moses can't get on that. There is still more space, but unfortunately for Sakwa, the ball is out for a throw. Or rather, goal kick. Jordan. Will be a delayed one. And looks like there will be a substitution being made at the moment. No, it's actually a water break. That's what the referee has called for. It's a water break now. Well, looks like, yeah, everyone is being called for the water break. Some of those do not want to come and actually reignite their fuel in here. For Tchad, they've actually given everything to make sure that they get something for themselves in this match. Kenya's tried much to propel. And that chance for William Lenkupai is the only one that actually still lingers around my mind when you talk about the obvious areas of getting a ball into the back of the net. With 20 minutes remaining to play, there will be a change. And for the moment, Tchad are making that introduction. They'll be substituting Indusel, Ezekiel. Well, coming into the game is shot number 9, Youssef Hamad Musa. coming in to play the remainder of the minutes, the shot number 9. Yusuf Muhammad Musa. Will be coming in the place of Indosu. So those are the footballers coming through. Number 7 is also coming through for shot number 10, Ninga Kasimir. And in comes Shuna Harun. Well, the introduction of Harun Shuna together with Yusuf Musa. All those two can actually come and change the tide of the game here for Tchad. It's changes that can actually make a game change. The replacement of Ninga together with Ezekiel. There's no press coming in through that. Unfortunately, Kenya win possession. Foul awarded. Begun very quickly by Kenya as they press on the wing. Sakwa. So Sakwa here. And licks that ball further to Omar Aboud. Can he try and swing one into the penalty box? In waiting is Suma Moses. And Kenya give away possession very cheaply. Mandela. Alfonso Meja. Away to Sakari Daniel. And the flag is up. Let challenge. Sakari. Onyango. Well, there's some very good opening here. Omondi. Sakari Daniel. Sakari trying to fake his way through. Trying to nick that ball very in. It's headed away from the back. Goalkeeper commandingly comes out to punch. And he does well. Unfortunately, there is the player brought down. Yeah, it was an awkward fall really for the Tchad footballer. Kenya looking to make another double substitution. Well, they really want this game. Well, shot number 21. Kinyanjui James will be coming in very shortly. He's being warmed up. Well, player seems to be very much okay to continue after that collision with his goalkeeper, Felix. He's okay. The shot number 4. Nubara Felix will be able to match out, then later on get the authority to come back and to game. There will be a substitution for Kenya. Sweden confirm on that. 27 Mushiri is getting out. 7 Mushiri is out. And then there will be an introduction of 22. Shuma is also out. Well, that's the introduction for Kenya. Shuma Moses, no goals for him now. Osoro Emmanuel takes over the place of Muchiri Boniface. Another young, talented footballer. Osoro Emmanuel plays for a club called FC Talanta. So far scoring about 15 goals this season in the Kenya Premier League. Osoro Emmanuel. And also coming in a while ago was shot number 21, James. Rolls Royce. Alfonso Meja. We're looking for space and room. Oh, good play, really good play by Omondi. Space wasn't there, but will be out for a throw. Sakari Daniel. Mondi intercepted easily there by shot 7 Harun Shuma. Oh, this could be a gamble at the back right now. Could be trouble for Kenya. But straight the goalkeeper does his job. We're Brian. More pace, more space. Omondi. Left for a goal kick. Yes, Jordan, a little bit of a delay on the start of the goal kick. About 14 minutes on the clock remaining to play, just 14 to go. Banias Jordan. And looks like something else going on here. And some of the few Kenyan supporters are very much calling for some, but on the other side, Tchad are making the substitution. Oh, double substitution for Tchad right now. And they'll be able to utilize the two footballers, try and bring some bits of cohesion in play and try and get some options of goals. Shot number 14 is Abdullahi Difane. Zan was just come through. Abdullahi Difani. And also shot number 18 came through a while ago. Yusuf Issa. Oh, that's some bit of defensive work. Very, very good defensive work from the Kenyan defense. Brian Mandela Onyango doing well. We have 12 minutes on the clock remaining. Squat. Flip back again. Away by Umara Boots. Brian Mandela looks for Alphonse Omija. Onyango. Kenya trying very much to press on, courtesy of the new entrant James Kenyan Juin. From the back, they continue to press. Straight back to Brian Bwire. Brian Mandela Onyango. With a long drive. And they try much to keep hold of drive. Intercepted easily by Harun Chuma. It's Chuma. Quick fit on Chuma there. Leaves one on the ground. It's Chuma. Unfortunately, not the best of chances. And just goes away for a goal kick. Well, his introduction has actually been very much electric, really. He has tried much to hold on to that ball, try to drive into the penalty box. And some of the disadvantages you get when you hold on to the ball more oftenly. Harun Chuma on the ground. Oh, he's been very much electric. Does play the game of football in Italy. Goal kick to Kenya. Straight back to Bwire Brian. 1-2 with Onyango. Brian. Omar. So these remaining 10 minutes are very, very key on whether we shall be able to see both sides walking away with a draw or maybe the options of winning one. Away by Rolls-Royce, trying to open up on Sako on one side. Or the options for Kenya to drive and get some balls in is very good. They're turning majestically. Unfortunately, it's cleared away, but not that far. Kenya still have possession. And now the ball goes out for a goal kick. Well, Emmanuel Osoro, together with Sakwa. Those kind of footballers who can drive match on the game. The shot number 16, Sakwa David. His match in there. And not forgetting the likes of Mondi Stanley. Now here comes Tchad trying to propel on one. Arun Choma. On the wing side is Hamis Sarun. And now could be stolen away by Kenya. Here they come on the speed march. Looking for space on one side. Good play there by James. And looking for another reverse pass. It's James in control. He goes down, but they still have possession. Building up alongside the new entrant Sakwa David. Away by Sakari. Onyango Alpha, there's a push a little bit. And the referee doesn't buy that for a free kick. Otherwise, Osoro Emmanuel was the one who was brought down. A little bit of a push there, but the combination between Sakwa and James has actually played a little. Yves. Along from Yves, trying to change the wing to Arun Shoma. Just couldn't get hold of that Parun. Here comes Rolls Royce Austin Onyango. On the attack is Kenya. Little bit of a clip on the heels, and definitely there will be a free kick to be awarded there. And the referee will definitely give that for one. And looks like a yellow card will be brandished again. Free kick in a very, very good position for Kenya, really a couple of yards away. But you can say it isn't a place that the Kenyans would love it to be. Well, we're able to have a free kick here for Kenya. About 3 shots standing on this one, inclusive of Omar Abud. And then also Austin Odhiambo Rolls Royce. A couple of away from the goalkeeping territory. Omar Abud. Free kick to Kenya. Omar Abud. Standing on this, Austin Odhiambo is also one. Now, goalkeeper on the other side, Ibinus Jordan, trying much to keep hold of things and make sure that the wall is standing very well. Austin Odhiambo is a very, very good free kick taker. Omar Abud. Austin Odhiambo. Who will take the free kick is the question. Referee blows that whistle. And they'll be looking to call one shot, which they have done. Onto the wing side, Sakari Daniel on that chase. Trying to nick that ball inside, but nothing really. Well, they have totally wasted their set-piece plays, Kenya. They've gotten some good opportunities to try and get a ball in, but unfortunately, it's been wasted a couple of times. We have just 5 minutes remaining to play in the friendly match between Tchad and Kenya here. Ball goes out for a throw to Tchad. Shall be brought in by Yves Arabaye. And it's controlled. Kenya trying much to build up momentum. You'll be able to have another player for Tchad on the ground or receiving some bit of medical attention. As the clock keeps on ticking away, Kenya left a little bit frustrated with the lack of goals for the moment in this friendly game. And so it's very true for Chad. They would have loved to actually get something to the advantage here. Yeah, you can say that for Chad, they'll be utilizing the foul over there to burn out the Kenyans and actually frustrate them. They have all of theirs on the ground. They'll be able to waste a few precious seconds because the pressure that Kenya actually brought into the game was a little immense. And now it's time for them to try and burn out a little. It looks like the goalkeeper himself, Mbines Jordan, will also try much to call some bit of medical support. We're able to have the game continue in just a while. Yeah, he's down also, Mbines Jordan, the goalkeeper. For once it was one of the players, now it's the goalkeeper. An element of time wastage, really. With 3 minutes of no more time remaining to play. Chad 0, Kenya 0. In this friendly of the African Week series of many matches to be played in the friendly games across the continent. As the goalkeeper still down, receiving that medical attention. Well, if you look at MC Sports, it has done actually very much when it comes down to African football. From 2014, they've actually been working with over 95 FIFA rankings. And you have to say, up to today, things are moving on perfectly well, really. Now, you can say that the future really is up and running. Well, MC Sport is actually committed to nurturing young talent by organizing youth tournaments and training camps. An example is the Under-17 tournament in Antalya, Turkey, featuring teams like Morocco, Czech Republic, Australia, and Uzbekistan, while providing, you can say, some international experience to emerging players. That's exactly what MC Sport normally does. Well, under the guidance of the CEO, Youssef Haijub, MC Sport has actually established itself as a trusted partner in football event organization. Well, their dedication to excellence and innovation has earned them a reputable as a go-to organizer for federations aiming to actually elevate their team's performance. And you can say that by highlighting these aspects, you can effectively convey MC Sports' pivotal role in shaping international football events and their commitment to the sports development across all levels. Well, they have a very good expertise in organizing top-level matches featuring national teams from Africa, Europe, Asia, and beyond, including the high-profile games like Morocco versus Brazil. Well, MC Sport is actually trusted by federations across continents. It does bring professionalism, speed, and precision to every project that they actually handle. And for the moment, we have the Africa series here. And currently it's Chad nil, Kenya nil for the moment. Oh, by the way, MC Sport is not only in men's football, they're also in women's football. They have provided a platform for women's national games. And they're doing very well with women football too. Omar Aboud looking to suck on one side. Now, these are the times that Kenya will be trying to drop everything and make sure that they actually get the right avenue for goals. But unfortunately, it's stolen away by Harun Chuma. Chuma and Harun looking to run through and try and get the right rhythm of play. But the goalkeeper himself, Bure Bryan, comes out majestically and wins that ball. They added 9 minutes, by the way. And we have so far played 1 of the 9. Kenya piling that pressure on Chad right now. With such time running through, Kenya will be trying much to put the ball on sides that actually mean some business. James lays it through. There's an option here, but unfortunately it's cut away by the defense. And finally cleared, but not that far. Good press, really good press in the defense. And there is another free kick in a good potential area. Free kick to Kenya. Well, the name of Chuma is actually being echoed by the technical bench of Chad. And let's wait and see how far this will be coming through from this free kick. Again, it's going to be Omar Aboud. This time around, maybe Kenya will actually go with precision instead of that passing. Well, the passes have actually not worked out for them, really. So you need to get another avenue. Try and get one through. Austin Odhiambo alongside Omar Aboud to try and deliver one for Kenya. With 7 minutes on the clock remaining to play. Can Kenya get something from this free kick? Well, the ball being organized by the referee. Goalkeeper himself, Mbines Jordan, trying much to be in a place where you can see the ball flying from. Well, there goes the whistle. The attempt for Kenya is coming up. Let's wait and see what can come from here. Well, a little bit of a drive that actually goes as far as the goalkeeper. I'll be taken in very easily by Mbines Jordan. Totally not in any one way disturbed. And you can feel the crowd loving every moment from the goalkeeper. Mbines Jordan doing well. Well, this minute actually means so much for Chad if they can actually lock Kenya away from scoring. Mbines Jordan to throw. A long throw from him. There's more precision coming on in for Chad. As they pile up, this could be a very good opportunity, but it's wasted. And Kenya now can peel away, can break in number. Very good play from James. He's looking for room to square one deep through. Unfortunately, it's gotten away, but not that far. Well, you can say that Chad has been very, very disciplined with the way they've actually been defending tonight. Mbines Jordan will be holding that ball majestically and looking to waste a few precious seconds. Well, they added 9. So far, 5 have been played. Yeah, you can see it from him, Mbines Jordan. Totally wasting a few precious seconds. He's trying to be urged on by the referee to get the game on. There will be a substitution possibly coming up later, but it's away by Jordan. Now right into that midfield, they're driving through. They'll be looking for Harun Chuma. And it's halfway through to Tchad. Harun Abubakar Hamis looking to throw this ball deep through. Only 4 minutes remaining to play. Tchad are wasting minutes. And that is not going on well with the Kenyans. They're trying much to peel through to the box. Good change. Not very far. There is more that Kenya can actually give from here. They're forced back a little. Sakari Daniel. We'll be looking for James. Just failing to cross that ball in. On the defense. It's good play by Ugu Yamsa. Kenya. Oh, could be gambling a little. And the fight goes on a little there. Good play by Youssef Musa. Oh, he's pushed there. No foul from the referee, but wonderful skills by Youssef Musa. You can say that for Tchad, they've actually given Kenya something to really think about in terms of looking for goals here. Omar Abud. Onyango Alpha. Licking that ball deep down, looking to open up on Mondi Stanley. Onyango Alpha. Kenya trying to get hold of something. Omar Abud now. Omar trying to square one into the penalty box. Goalkeeper coming out to commit himself. Oh, he actually gets that well, Mbines Jordan. And again, the crowd loving that from their goalkeeper, Mbines Jordan. He's been very outstanding in goal, really. And you can say he has been well composed and very much relaxed in his goalkeeping area, the goalkeeper, Mbines Jordan. So that's played for CSK Dushanbe in Tajikistan. And another player is on the ground complaining of a little bit of an injury there. Yeah, this will be very frustrating for Team Kenya, really. They have seen more of the Tchad players going on the ground. And Harun Abubakar Hamis trying to pick up on shot number 6 in goal, Yamsa. We are seconds away from the final whistle in Marrakech today. It's Kenya trying to pile on. And finally, it's gotten away for a throw yet to Kenya. Tchad are defending. Onyango Alpha waiting on one side. And the shot coming flying. And good save again by Mbines Jordan. Wonderful goalkeeping really from him, Mbines Jordan. His performance today has actually been a key factor on why this score is still 0-0. He has been tested more oftenly compared to Brire Brian. Jordan Mbines. It's away by Mandela. And it's intercepted here. Into the side, could be one. Oh, Harun Shuma. Just failing to get that ball when it mattered. And there goes the whistle. For once, Harun Shuma had the right to score. And that attempt for Harun Shuma would have given Tchad a deserved win. But unfortunately, they failed to utilize the best of opportunities. Or the entire 99 minutes of today's game coming to an end. And no goal has been scored. And Kenya failing to get the best of Tchad. Tchad has actually been very much disciplined with the way they have defended today. It's been some heroic performance coming in from Ngo Yamsa together with Felix Nubara. They have been very much in the defense, standing tall. The midfield has actually been commanded well by Thea Mahamat Minta. But the substitute in Harun Shuma had a chance of actually gifting Tchad what could have been a lead and a win here in Morocco. At the end of the entire 99 minutes, the Kenyans will have to play yet another friendly game. But this match actually ends 0-0. And for Benny McCarthy and his side, they won't be very pleased with how it has started for them here. Look at the statistics. Tchad has actually been more of a possessing team, 55% compared to Kenya's 45%. And on target 3-3. Corners have been dominated by Kenya, 4-3. Chances created 5 for Tchad and only 7 for Kenya. Kenya has been caught offside 3 times compared to 1 for Tchad. And at the end of the day, it is the fouls that went to Tchad, 10-4. This match in Morocco ends Tchad 0, Kenya 0. Let's actually wait for another friendly game to come through. Celebrations for Chad. Disappointment it will be for Kenya. And that's it in today's action. Until next time, it is good night from us. Bye-bye.
Sudan.